This short story begins with two young lovers named Sam and Mary coming to the entrance of the cave they discovered by chance in a forested area at night in their town. And Mary, who did not pay attention to the sounds coming from the forest, got carried away by the excitement of the moment, entered the cave without listening to Sam, and came back after spending 20 seconds inside. However, 20 minutes have passed for Sam. Although Mary cannot believe that she has been waiting for 20 minutes, the fact that the forest is at night creates a feeling of uncanniness on them. For this reason, they quickly move away from the cave entrance. Sam drives to his house with Mary. We are in North Carolina, summer 2024, on a Friday, in a town where summers are cool and rainy. The average temperature in this region is 27 degrees in summer. It can be said that this is a convenient place to live. Here, detached houses lined up in a row, and people living their lives with their own backyards are generally observed. Sam, who lives in one of these houses, arrives at his house with his girlfriend, Mary, and after parking his car in front of the house, they go inside. As they enter the house, their conversation begins. Mary, you are exaggerating. I didn't think this would escalate this much because I left you alone for a few seconds. You know, graduation is approaching. We may stay away from each other. Sam decides not to discuss the cave issue. As Mary said, maybe they will go to different universities and agreed that there is no point in spending their last days fighting, and adds, I'm not making it big, baby. I thought I lost you and the sounds coming from the forest made me panic. I just didn't want to admit it. If you want to experience fear and excitement, we can watch a good horror movie here. Meanwhile, they head to the kitchen. Sam's mother and father are separated, and his mother went to another state over the summer to visit her aunt. Remembering that, they were completely alone at home. He adds, and Sam speaks, I will cook us a nice dinner if you forgive me, just like in ancient times. The male hunted and brought his prey to the female. I went and bought everything I needed to prepare the meal from the supermarket and put these ingredients in the refrigerator. Mary says, you are my real Cro-Magnon. Actually, when my mother goes to my aunt's, we should spend the whole day at home and make the most of such days. And he presses Mary to the kitchen counter and starts to kissing her forcibly. Mary gets out of his arms and laughs, and heads towards to the refrigerator. I thought we were going to watch a horror movie today, or is this your way of making me forgive you? She gives a lustful side glance. Sam starts cooking and Mary helps him. They cook and eat at the same time. As time goes by, he slowly attracts Mary to himself. Sam, who is strong and powerful for his age, takes Mary's small body in his arms. He puts his hands on Mary's face, hair, and neck. He starts kissing her sensually. Mary catches a gap and says, are you gonna leave the counter like this? And Sam takes her up and picks her to his room, and they will be together there. About an hour later, Sam tries to find the way to their stairs leading downstairs in the dark room to get water from the table in the living room. Hearing him crashing left and right, Mary joins Sam and embrace each other, finding the light of the stairs and then going down. Since it is pitch black upstairs because the curtains are closed, when they come to the living room at the entrance of the house downstairs, they see a lot of sunlight and it is slightly surprised for them. They approach the door and their eyes dazzle as they see the first light of the day. Maybe because they haven't been alone for a long time, they come to the conclusion that their 1 hour togetherness after dinner last night may have been a lot more than they thought. Because they think that about 6 hours have passed and they think this is morning now. While they come to their sense and drink their water, they hear someone knocking on the door, and Sam, who is close to the door, sees someone's silhouette. Sam opens the door and sees his close friend Matt. He takes him in immediately. Sam speaks. Dude, what are you doing here? We talked about the future on Monday morning. Matt responds, I guess you spent the weekend flying, or you got high because of love. He laughs and sits on the sofa in the living room, right between the entrance of the house. While saying this, he realizes that Mary is also in the living room. He feels shame and also tries to calm his voice. Meanwhile, Sam, who has come to his senses now, sits across from Matt and asks him a question. What day is today now? Haven't we talked about the future and that we will go to breakfast together on Monday morning? Matt, thinking it's a joke, starts to get a little angry and says in a tone of voice that he's tired of this incident, It is Monday morning, my friend. We are on a beautiful Monday in the middle of summer 2024.